All right, I'm under the Bronco, and I wanted to show you a couple things. So first, the fuel tank is exposed. You could see here, the fuel tank is exposed, and it's held up by two straps. There's 2 bolts and a screw that hold the tank in. The back of the strap goes in to the bumper support back here, and it just notches in there. There's not a bolt here, so we'll have to angle it out once we get those bolts off, and then the tank will come down. I'm gonna throw this jack underneath to hold the tank up while the strap comes off. There's one strap. Okay. All right, bolts are off. Okay, here we can see the straps are off. The tank is held up by the jack. So here's the old gas tank. It came down. This fuel line hose, I just cut it. It was a little difficult to get to, and since I'm replacing it anyway, I just sliced it. The sending unit had its bracket there that just came off, and then I just ripped out the breather valve, and it came right off, and then it came down. The hard part was the inlet for the fuel, for the filler hose. The bracket that it has on it, it was hard to get to. It's a 10mm socket, a small one, as small as you could get, so you can like really get some leverage in there. And then with the weight of the tank, the hose will pop right off. So here's the empty cavity where the tank was. There's a bracket back here that you could see that the bolts head into here. This is threaded, so this goes back here, and you'll find 1 bolt, 2 bolts for the strap that just latches in the back here. You could see there's an angle. It'll come in and then just sit here, and it'll go up to the frame here. Here's the sending unit. Well, no, here's the connector for the sending unit. Clean that up. And then this is the breather valve. We'll hook that up to this hose. And this is the filler hose that sits into the tank. So let's prep the new tank for installation. Here I'm installing the new breather valve, and this is the rubber seal that's going into the new tank, and then I'll pop in the breather valve. Once the seal is set, the breather valve is going to pop in nice and easy. Here I want to take out the original sending unit from the tank to take a look at how it's installed, and oh my god, it looks like it's going to disintegrate in my hands. Here you could see them side by side, and what a difference 40 years sitting in gas makes. Installation of the new unit was pretty easy. It came with the gasket and the bracket for installing. I did have to make a couple adjustments as the brackets were a little too tight, so I had to bend them open a little bit for it to really sit flush. But Everything came on clean and held up nice and tight. Okay, here's the rubber hose from the mechanical fuel pump. I removed it from the aluminum sanding line, and that's because I'm going to run some pressurized air through the lines just to clean them out and make sure they're clear of any debris. The hose to the sending unit is connected, the sensor is connected, the breather valve line is ready to go, and when the tank goes up, we'll connect the inlet for the filler valve. We're gonna give it a crank, see what kind of fuel we're getting in there, so check it out.